So I think there's three categories that if you're to get ahead, that you're going to need to look at. Number one, and you said it, what is your lifestyle cost?
Yep.
Okay. And look, man, you got to include everything in what constitutes your lifestyle, which includes your taxes, which includes your the size of your home that you want to live in, which includes the fact that you have kids and all the extra expenses that they may have. It includes all the debt, the quality of your lifestyle, including
it's everything from groceries to debt to mortgage.
Yeah, including your debt service and all that. And I'd say most people wildly underestimate how much that actually is. When they factor in everything, they're like, well, I need $10,000 a month. And I'm like, dude, no. Your lifestyle probably really costs you closer to $15,000 a month if you really added everything in. Okay. But that being said, that's one category, right?
Yep.
That's just one category that would be part of that formula. Unfortunately, most people only make what they need to cover their basic lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. And
most people do.
No matter how much they make, will dump it all into lifestyle.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether they make 75,000 or 150,000. Once they move up, they just start spending more.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah,
lifestyle creep, right?
Yeah, it's the trap that people get into. They just want a higher quality of dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's really it. So that's one category is your lifestyle. And I really don't care what you want your lifestyle to be. If you want to be some highfalutin person that's, living on a $50,000 a month lifestyle, go knock yourself out. I mean, go do it. It's fine with me. I don't care. But you can't ignore the other categories if you want to get ahead.
Yeah.
So the other category would be how much of that of your income is going to go towards savings and investments. Mostly savings to invest. Okay. And that is to me the kind of the variable factor that most people don't really think too much about. And this is going to be, I think, the biggest determining factor of how much money you're actually going to need. Because how much do you want to put away of your income every single month?
Yep.
So, it's different for everybody. But there is a mathematical equation that if I want to have $120,000 of quote unquote passive income in 15 years, there is a financial reality of how much you need to save and invest to be able to hit that number, right?
Yeah.
So that would be part of the equation. How much money is going concentrated towards savings and investments? Okay. Now, where the money goes and the investment portfolio and all that, it's kind of, I don't want to call it secondary because it is important. The rates of return on that money are going to be important.
Yeah, it's not what we're not here to discuss different portfolios.
Yeah. It's not whether it should go in real estate or dividends or whatever it would be. Okay,
it just needs to be invested for sake of today's conversation.
Correct, needs to be invested. That's for sure. And then the last category would just be like I would just say discretionary. Hey, I want to. I don't know. Like I want to spend $5,000 on a blank, or I want to spend $10,000 on a blank, or an emergency comes up and I need some, I need something that would prevent me from having to dip in to my savings and investment portfolio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about right there. So those are the three component parts of what would dictate how much you need to get ahead. Because I'll dare say that if you're doing all three of those things, you're going to get ahead.
Agree.
You're going to get ahead. Simple as that. And if you're missing one of those buckets, you're not going to get ahead because there's always going to be a financial emergency at some point.
And I see that a lot. I guess with peers or people of my age, I see a lot of people who make enough to cover their lifestyle,
Yep.
who have an emergency fund, but they're not saving past that. You know,
Yeah.
you can't do, what I'm getting at is you can't do two of the three.
No.
Right?
No.
This isn't all or nothing.
No. And I dare say it would be just as dangerous to take all of your money and live on like $20,000 a year in, as a lifestyle. I mean, I've seen people do that too.
Are you talking about the FIRE people?
What's the
financial independence, retire early? Basically,
what is that?
It's this whole movement on the internet of, get a job making $80,000 a year. You live like a bum in a van down by the river. You save 60 of it and you let it compound and you retire by like 37 and you live off like 20,000, 25,000 a year.
Yeah. I mean, that's my point right there. It's like, there are times where you do have to sacrifice, but do you really want to sacrifice for freaking 10, 15 years?
No, and do you want to sacrifice to live like that? I mean, don't get me wrong.
Because that affects your health. That affects, if you're skimping like that, I mean, you're not going to live in that has all kinds of problems.
Yeah, they're skimping, but that's skimping to a dangerous extreme.
Yeah.
You can skimp and live on $50,000 or $60,000 a year and probably be okay if you don't have debt and, but you can't do it on 20. This is not feasible.
Especially not if you have kids. There's no way.
God, no.
Or debts to pay off or anything like that.
Well, yeah, these people don't have debts. I mean, for the system to work, you basically have to be a single dude or a single lady. That's the only way it works. It doesn't work for families and kids and stuff like that.
Exactly. So to me, that's just another method to basically say that you should not have a family or start a family.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what good's that going to do when there's no population in the next generation?
When the whole world dies out.
I'm telling you right now, you've been on Reddit too much. You know what's going to happen. I mean, Elon Musk even says it. Elon Musk says it. It's true.